All right, so this video is a weird one because I'm wearing these pads and wearing them side by side with the Catalyst PX3s I have. And I had a lot of people ask really what the differences between these two pads are. And honestly, there are differences. They feel different when you wear them because of how thick this piece is, and the shape is a little bit different. These ones are a bit straighter. You can see it has a bit of a curve up here, but it is kind of straighter above. Does still have that break, so it has a bit of that Z profile, but compared to the Catalyst, which has that more kind of shaping towards your body leg shape, it's kind of like that, which you kind of expect from their soft pads. People are asking a lot of what ones I would recommend for certain people, and it's tough. For me, both of these pads are fantastic, and they're both very stable on the ice. They feel really good. They're just very different pieces to each other. I wear both of these pads very loose, and you might be able to see that on this a little bit, or actually you might not be, because I was still fiddling with strapping on here and I didn't quite dial in these ones yet, and then I have gotten that figured out. I did definitely kind of fiddle with this a bit to get it more to my liking. They really can be very similar to each other, and it depends on really kind of the strapping you're looking for, because one of the big differences is how little there is on this calf wing. So it's a lot shorter than what the other one is. It comes down here. Well, it doesn't seem like it does much. The whole pad itself just feels it's a bit wider on the leg channel, and it feels like it's more comfortable being worn very loose like I like it. So this one definitely kind of ticks my boxes a bit, even though the PX3 are probably one of my favorite pads. So this one is also one of my favorite pads, if not my favorite pads. I kind of have to wear more in games because unfortunately the summer season I can't wear this in games until September. I already did the comparison review of these compared to the Catalyst, but the full review of this won't come until after I actually get real skates in them with real games, where I actually am playing against people who are legitimately trying to score and not just shinny and stuff. It makes a difference. I've noticed a big difference on them. While I did get these out against some junior players at the beginning of the season, I didn't really have that many skates, so I'm not totally confident in doing the full review of these and usage review of these yet. So I have to really get that into a gameplay scenario. But they are pretty similar to each other, and it's hard for me to say which one or the other. They both do decent rebounds. This one is a little bit further out than the Catalyst, but I ordered that stiffer core in the Catalyst, so my rebounds the Catalyst ones are a bit better than if it was a stock one, depending on what they ordered it as. These ones I think just kind of lean a little bit more into what I prefer in a pad, which is obviously that stiffer, straighter, kind of butterfly style. All pads are butterfly style pads, so it doesn't even make sense anymore saying that, but stiffer, a bit straighter. They just feel so stable. They slide really well, and I love them. So this is kind of a mini review, but me doing a comparison of these two, just seeing how they are side by side, seeing if I could really notice a difference. And I can, but it's mainly the pad shape and how it sits on your leg because of the thinner core on here. But they're pretty similar to each other, to be honest, and it's not a huge change from one to the other. They're both excellent. It's just a slight of preference thing finding out, and that's it. I am just testing stuff out a lot on here, obviously, because of those pads. And the unfortunate thing is I was absolutely terrible in this skate. So don't take this as how these pads perform and how I perform wearing them, because I was absolutely awful. And the one annoying thing about doing reviews on gear is I often have to review gear I don't really like that much and don't really want to use that much. I just did that with a pair of pads. And it's really nice because I got to use gear I actually really enjoy right before I'm filming this video. So it's so much more fun wearing stuff that you want to wear, and that's always really enjoyable, and you can dial in your fit, you can figure out how they play exactly, and that's just more fun than wearing stuff that you can't wait to get rid of. So that's always a little thing here, and I can't wait to wear these pads more and more and more, and excited about them going forward. Core Tech, which are Coreshorts, and people have heard of these before. They were labeled under Under Armour before. Now Bauer sells hockey specific one, but Core themselves sell their own line of pants and supportive clothing and apparel. Basically, this stuff helps you with growing strains, growing pulls, and helps keep your hips tight and everything like that. And speaking of injuries, I kind of pulled a growing playing in the playoffs a few months ago and have had to keep using these Core Tech shorts to make sure my growing doesn't get worse. When I don't wear them, I can feel it and it hurts kind of to walk the next day. With these, keeps everything nice and tight and keeps everything from stretching out too far and getting injured. So these have been a huge savior for me. Check out the link in the description to their website and use my coupon code that's in there to get a discount, and I'll put it on the screen here. It helps support
myself and the channel so I can make content and doing real reviews, but also you get a solid product that I use all the time and basically am needed in order to keep my growing from falling apart. Otherwise, if you want to support the channel without buying anything, check out the links in the description to Patreon and buy me a coffee. Everything through those links always comes back into the channel so I can keep making more content and doing more reviews.
Y'all ready for this?
You're watching HockeyReviews.ca.